And we're back. Michigan 20, Ohio 14.
About 2 yards short of the line to gain. Mike McCray trips him up. That's a 10-yard gain. Ohio State fans want to see Barrett reaching down towards that right knee. His backup, Dwayne Haskins. Barrett in some pain. That's just not what you want to see. So an interesting twist to this game. The great Ohio State quarterback J.T. Barrett is down.
3:36 p.m. today.
His backup is a redshirt freshman.
Well, I'm right.
Hey, man. Oh, nice man cave.
Wait, what? Nacho?
What? Stop it.
Why are you hitting the house?
You've been saving a lot of money ever since we switched
This war is legit.
And now we're getting
You guys can.
I'm used to this.
It might take a minute.
Look.
Yeah, coach.
Introducing the new 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload,
Coach,
best-in-class
we are
The
Christian.
F-150 lineup has the capability to get big things to big places big time. So bring out your ATVs, your campers, your Palitos. Hey, you're not always working. What your truck is, this is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, it is the bar.
What average underwear feels like?
And it had a ferret in it.
What Duluth butt naked underwear feels like? Duluth Trading butt naked underwear. The most comfortable underwear there is. No pinch, no stink, no sweat. Get a pair. Only at Duluth stores and DuluthTrading.com.
You know what I'm saying? So it can be better.
We'll work on it. Take notes, son. Number one, T-Mobile can give you 2 iPhone 8s with price. One person gets it off the so does the next guy. One wide dude, Dad. One wide dude, Dad. Price is max.
Great things come in twos when you holiday together at T-Mobile. Right now, buy one iPhone 8 and get one on us.
An all-star cast takes on a holiday classic live.
That's live.
A Christmas Story live, December 17th on Fox.
So here we go. Backup quarterback Dwayne Haskins, 6'3", 214. A redshirt freshman from Potomac, Maryland. In the game for J.T. Barrett. Facing a 3rd down and 1. Haskins does have experience this year. Hands it off, and it's a 1st down for Dobbins. So here's what happened last week against Illinois. Barrett went out of the game with a score 38-0. Urban Meyer giving Haskins an opportunity to get some burn as Barrett is taken into the locker room. But after Barrett left the game, Haskins came in, failed to elude a tackler on a slick turn, took a hit, fumbled, and watched the ball return for 54 yards. Urban Meyer was so mad about it, he ordered the first-team offense back on the field after the ensuing kick, saying later, I was disappointed. I just didn't want it to turn into a clown show, which it looked like for a minute.
Haskins certainly has some talent, and this symbolism to me is just rich. Remember, it was 2014. Barrett exited this game in the second half. That's what led to Cardell Jones and eventually a national championship for the Buckeyes.
Haskins runs it. Marshall with the tackle. Haskins rated as one of the top 5 post-out quarterbacks in the nation as a senior at Bullis High School in Potomac.
But the game plan is going to have to change. It's not a quarterback run-oriented offense now. Now it's going to have to be Haskins throwing the ball on the outside of the hash marks, and down the field. That's his strength.
And he's got a great arm. 3rd and 5. He'll throw for the first time. Incomplete. That one thrown high, but a flag. Austin Mack, the intended receiver.
Going to get Brandon Watson here. He's the corner on the outside, number 28.
Holding. Defense, number 28. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Watson, a backup corner, a senior from Wilmington, Delaware. Excellent special teams player, getting a little run here in the second half of the game. Here he is, lined up against Austin Mack. And as Mack goes in towards the inside, that right arm clearly holding down, impeding Mack's ability to get up the field. Clear hold, nice call by the official.
Wade Haskins on the season, 34, 54, 71. 4 touchdowns and an interception. Dobbins. And he's wrestled down by Devin Bush.
Well, now the game shifts more from quarterback-centric to offensive line-centric. Because it's not as, we've got a
Marco Jones getting up slowly.
That's another leader, veteran, senior from Chicago, Jamarco Jones, 6'5", 310 pounds. In that marquee position for the Buckeyes. That's the left side of your screen, or actually right there, right side of your screen. You see the Michigan players going down, kind of gets rolled up on the back. Earlier in the first half, Isaiah Prince left, the right tackle, and Thayer Mumford came in for him, the true freshman, number 66, 325-pounder from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was in for 1 snap. It was the play that J.T. Barrett scampered for a touchdown on. So, boy, in the series of just a few snaps of the football, kind of unraveling right now, lineup-wise for Ohio State. They may go with Thayer Mumford or potentially Joshua Alibi, the sophomore from Detroit.
Let's go downstairs to Jenny Taft.
Well, guys, J.T. Barrett has gone to the locker room. It turns out he is dealing with an ongoing meniscus issue where it pops out and has to pop back in. He is still in the locker room, but I will let you know when he returns.
Thank you very much, Jenny. So Dwayne Haskins, the redshirt freshman, is he the heir apparent to J.T. Barrett?
We're going to find out right now.
Good answer. 2nd and 7 at the 47. He's played in 7 games. Haskins reverses, dumps it off. Dobbins with the catch, and he'll go out of bounds. And it's a 4-yard gain.
Good pursuit there from Devin Bush, the middle linebacker. Buckus finalist. He's one of the best linebackers in the country, and you can see why.
3rd down and 3 at the 43. Haskins. And a flag. Looks like the quarterback may have moved forward prematurely. And he's got to be dealing with some nerves.
Offense. Number 85. 5-yard penalty. We're down.
That's ball.
Yeah, there's several of the guys. Watch this. They're just kind of leaning forward after he claps his hands. You see who's clapping. Both guys leaning forward. But part of that cadence and tempo is the cadence, right? And you lose your 4th-year senior, 5th-year senior, excuse me, and this is all new for everybody involved. In this crunch time scenario with this group of starting offensive linemen.
3rd down and 8 at the 48. Once again, Ohio State with some problems getting the snap together.
Ball start. Offense. 78. 5-yard penalty. We're down.
They're trying to use the clap as the cadence right now, and that only as the sound. There's no shout with it or a set hut. Price didn't hear it. Everybody else did after Haskins clapped his hands. And with this type of crowd noise, that's when you need a veteran as the quarterback to get everybody on the same page when it comes to the cadence. Look for this to be a draw or a screen pass, something safe. Last thing you want to do is put the ball in harm's way in a long 3rd down scenario.
3rd down and 13 at the 47. Haskins delivers. Oh, what a catch and what a throw. Austin Mack held on. But Haskins put that ball between two defenders. And Kittle is down.
Kittle was the safety that came across with the big hit. I mean, just an incredible throw from Dwayne Haskins. This is a skill set. The coaching staff trusted him. Kittle came across for the big hit.
Future defensive player.
Leading with the shoulder to the body. Boy, that was just an incredible throw and an incredible impact with Mack and Kittle as Mack went to the turf and held on.
Tyreek Kittle down. He's moving. Back after this.
I was right out of college and I was starting job interviews and I already noticed that my teeth were starting to shift. When I heard of Smile Direct, I was so excited.
Let Smile Direct Club give you a smile you'll love. 60% less.
Okay, you guys got my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree. You guys check my Christmas tree.
You can go into a Smile shop. They also have a kit that they can ship directly to your house. There's really no excuse to not try it.
Get started for 60% less at SmileDirectClub.com.
So
an interesting turn of events is taking place here. Michigan Stadium, JT Barrett has gone into the locker room with a knee injury. Dwayne Haskins has replaced him. Completes a big pass. But right now, Tyreek Kittle, the Michigan safety, is down after making the tackle on Austin Mack.
While we wait for the injury here, today's Ford Unstoppable player has been JT Barrett until that injury stopped him previously on the last series. And we'll see if that takes him out of the game. He's been sensational running the ball, but it was this injury right there, that right knee, as they look at the meniscus right now in the locker room. And Dwayne Haskins is now your quarterback for the Buckeyes. Down 6, 3 minutes to go for Urban Meyer. Playoff lives on the line.
Urban Meyer, though, was wise. He's worked Haskins in the lineup all season. As I mentioned, he's played in 7 games this year. His best game coming against Army. He was 15 of 23 for 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He carried the ball 6 times for 20 yards.
I got to tell you, the level of trust and belief on that 3rd and 13 after a couple of false starts, you clearly, it's going awry for you offensively, and they trusted him enough to come up with that big throw down the sideline to Austin Mack, and that ball was sensational. That is a big league throw. And his coaching staff trusts Haskins, and he was able to deliver there. Move the chains for the Buckeyes.
And now a quick message from Duracell.
Duracell is the #1 trusted brand.
But I tell you what, partner, you look in a player's eyes as Kittle is helped to his feet. It's a great sign for Michigan. He'll run off the field. Fans appreciative of the effort, but you look into the eyes of Dwayne Haskins, and he does not look like this moment is too big for him.
No, and that's what's so important in this situation. You can't go out there and just try to ease yourself into the game. I mean, I know it's difficult. It's not cold, but you're cold as a player. You got to come in there and you got to deliver with confidence, and he certainly did on that last 3rd down.
First down to 10 of the 26 for Haskins, the new quarterback for Ohio State, with JT Barrett in the locker room getting his knee checked out. Haskins has a beautiful arm, folks. He can really rip it. They give it to Dobbins. And Dobbins crosses the line of scrimmage. He'll gain 3 yards on the play. Winovich with the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Game plan throwing the ball with JT Barrett was all in the interior, inside the hash marks. Marcus Ball was a big part of that, 85 the tight end, and immediately we've seen that ball go outside the numbers a couple of times with Haskins. So Michigan's going to have to adjust to this, because this is a much different offense that they're facing with number 7 at the trigger.
2nd down and 7 at the 23. Haskins play fake. Haskins in trouble. Haskins decides to run. Haskins with the first down and more. Look at the redshirt freshman come in and play ball. Laverne Hill knocks him out of play, but it's a 21-yard gain.
And there's been a few different times when the coverage has been so good down the field, but the defensive backs just unable to come off of their players. And the wide receivers, and it leads to big lanes rushing down the field for the quarterback as he went crashing down out of bounds inside the 1.
First down and goal at the 1. Haskins with Dobbins in the backfield. Dobbins. Touchdown Buckeyes. Just like that, a redshirt freshman comes in the game and leads Ohio State into the end zone for 6. Wait till they get a load of meat.
Oof, what a series. And really all set up with that 3rd and 13 down the sideline to Austin Mack. I mean, just a sensational ball of confidence, and then stepping up, running it himself down inside the 1-yard line.
Thank you for liking the
by Dwayne Haskins. That's good stuff.
Nurnberger in for the extra point and the lead. And Ohio State goes in front. 1:34 to go in the 3rd.
Share the YouTube thing. Share this. Do it right now. Go down there and share it. Share it down there. Okay, it's a Michigan and Ohio game. It's a Michigan and Ohio game. That's my Christmas tree. And drive my friends. And go through the whole village.
All right, two of the most revered and legendary coaches in all college football, former Ohio State head coach Woody Hayes and Michigan head coach Bo Schembechler were rivals and fierce competitors, but also friends who had great respect for one another. As a matter of fact, Bo played for Woody at Miami of Ohio, and later coached for Woody at Ohio State when he took the job. Woody Hayes taking the Ohio State job in 1951. Bo Schembechler taking the Michigan job in 1969. They faced each other that year. Michigan defeating Ohio State, when the Buckeyes were the #1 ranked team in the nation.
Sense that we can have another one of those kind of 10-year awards, right?
Thank goodness for Urban and Jim, as that ball is kicked out of bounds, and special teams, especially the kickoff, has been a major problem for the Buckeyes this year.
Terribly inconsistent.
Ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Urban Meyer has lamented the kick and the placement of the kick all year long. He's also lamented the coverage. They've changed things up, not only the schematics of the coverage, but the personnel of the kickoff team. It was really good last week, but you're facing Illinois, and you're not facing Michigan and the pressure and the wind here in the big house, and another mistake there creates good field position for the Wolverines.
I'm about to heal in 1 minute, and this, and then my phone goes on and started back up in the 4th quarter, okay? And you can come back, okay? If you guys want, you can come back. Watch it, okay? I'm gonna heal in 1 minute. Witness this out for the 3rd.
6 months apart. Crazy.
Jim wants to change that bottom line so bad. Oh, my goodness. I mean, you can just sense it. We talked to him. Both coaches on edge all week long.
2nd down and 9 to the 36. Right now, Big John O'Korn just unable to find a rhythm passing the football.
Yeah, it's tough to do against this pass rush. There's been a lot of quarterbacks struggle to find their rhythm, in particular in downs like this. And this is where Ohio State puts all four of those defensive ends on the field and try to really affect the quarterback, make him feel the pass rush and get him off the spot.
O'Korn 10 of 20, 106 yards. He's thrown a touchdown, 3rd and 9 at the 36. He'll pass it again over the middle. And caught. This time by Grant Perry and a first down for the Wolverines.
Good route by Grant Perry because he's able to get to the line to gain and stay there. How many times do you see these over routes just come up short of that first down marker? But Perry does a great job of getting the necessary yardage and getting that pass, catching it in his hands and securing it through going to the ground.
O'Korn has the talent. Remember, he's a Houston transfer. His freshman season in 2013, he was the American Conference Rookie of the Year when he threw 28 touchdown passes and for over 3,000 yards. Here's O'Korn. Wants to wind up. Now scrambling. Lets it go. Complete on the sideline. Michigan wanted a flag. They won't get it. Eddie McDoom, the intended receiver.
Jordan Fuller had some good coverage down that field. I mean, he stayed with him. McDoom was trying to come back to the ball and to the sideline. There's Bosa putting the pressure and applying the pressure in the backfield. And there's Fuller, I mean, all over him. And that ball was really accurately thrown. It's either McDoom or nobody. But unable to haul it in.
2nd down and 10 at the 45. O'Korn with the first drive, lost it. Loose ball. And Michigan jumps on it. Sam Hubbard in the backfield. Chris Evans with the recovery. And there is a flag. Holding against the Wolverines.
I think Urban Meyer is going to.
Holding. Offense. Number 52. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
Declined it after the loss of yardage there. Here, Bosa's going to be working against Mason Cole, and Cole kind of wraps up that helmet and then goes down on him. I didn't think that was a hold. He certainly didn't drag him down to the ground. He didn't throw him down to the ground. He was going to the ground on his own, and then he just jumped on top.
So 3rd down to 26 to 29. They swing it out. Far side. Crawford looking for a block. And he'll get over the 30 before being stood up and taken down. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And how about this, folks? In the game, one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports. We've got a 1-point affair. Ohio State up on Michigan as we head to the 4th.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.